The idea was simple. Get 28 performers from the 28 countries in the European Union and have them do some improv shows together. Get 4 directors from 4 different countries to direct 4 different groups of 7 people that each performed and developed 4 different shows. Then have all 28 of them meet in Berlin for an improv festival. And then have them spread out, meet in 14 different countries in groups of 2, and have them meet, play, and perform. It was a simple idea. And then they asked me, a Canadian, to film everything and give my insight as to what this project, this European Union project, looks like through Canadian eyes. That was over 3 years ago. And this is what I saw.
Thank you for accepting my invitation.
I couldn't refuse. You were very persistent.
Well, I killed your husband.
Thank you for that. So what do you need in return?
I need you.
I'm my own woman.
So what must I do to make you mine and complete it?
Oh yes, sing for your client.
All my life I wanted to make one state a glorious big state. All my life I have conquered countries. All my life I have killed humans, but now I feel the time is going away for me. Yes, now I feel the time is going away from me. I want to unite Europe. I want to unite Europe. I want to unite Europe, but it wants to be free. I want to unite Europe. I want to unite Europe. I want to unite Europe, but it wants to make me free. I went to Greece, and they wouldn't think like me. I went to Romania, and they thought me off. I went to Sweden, and nothing happened. I went all over the place, but I want to unite Europe. I want to unite Europe. I want to unite Europe, but it wants to be free. I want to unite Europe. I want to unite Europe. I want to unite Europe, but now she killed me.
Now,
Off to great stuff.
oh fuck. My name is Marta Borges.
Lukáš Tandara.
My name is Kasia Chmara.
Hannu Henrik Salomorisku.
My name is Misha Puchalková.
I'm Per.
My name is Pavel Wieser.
My name is Julie Doyel.
Alenka Marinic.
My name is Leon Duvel.
Heather Urquhart.
Odus Brujas.
My name is Marie Wellman.
Beatrix Brunschko.
Henk van der Steen.
My name is Christoph Jungmann.
Hello, my name is Savas Thoma.
Monica Anastase.
My name is Malcolm Gallia.
Orla McGovern.
My name is Mathieu Loos.
Vasiliki Kisa.
Mans sauc Kaspars Breidaks.
Mia Müller.
My name is Yush Martinsky.
My name is Zsuzsi Váradi.
Gilles Delvaux.
Ladislav Karda.
Raquel Racionero.
My name is Antonio Vulpio.
Alexander Georgiev Mitrev.
Hi, I'm Greg.
My name is Rahel Otsa.
My name is Roko Crnic.
My name is Maja Dekliva-Lapajne. I live in Ljubljana in Slovenia.
France.
I am from Germany, Berlin.
I live in Graz. This is in Austria.
From Cyprus.
I live in Budapest, Hungary.
Germany.
Athens, Greece.
Denmark, Copenhagen.
Brussels, Belgium.
From Spain.
I live in Galway in the west of Ireland.
In Slovakia.
Stockholm in Sweden.
I'm from Poland.
From Prague, Czech Republic.
I live in London.
And I come from Slovenia.
I'm from Czech Republic.
And I live in Berlin, Germany.
I live in Hilversum, the Netherlands.
I'm from Lithuania.
Bucharest, Romania.
Czech Republic.
I live in Malta.
I live in France.
Riga, Latvia.
And I live in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Černovas, Slovenia.
Faenza, Italia.
Estonia.
From Luxembourg.
Portugal. Live in Lisbon.
I live in Croatia.
I live in Porvoo, Finland. And this is our lives.
And this is
our lives.
And this is our lives.
And this is our lives.
Our lives.
And this is our lives.
This is our lives.
This is our lives.
This is our lives.
And
these are our lives.
This is our lives.
And this is our lives.
And this is our lives.
I missed something.
The European Union is a union of 28 countries in Europe.
The European Union is something I am going to miss very much next year when I am no longer a part of it.
It's a good format where we try to take the war out of Europe.
The European Union is a beau bordel for me.
I could say European Union for me it's much more feeling of freedom and much more bigger possibilities.
Freedom and possibilities to achieve what before was unachievable.
The European Union is a great opportunity for Luxembourg and for all the countries.
It's an alliance for opportunity and unity.
The bunch of very incredible people with lots of different backgrounds, culture, emotions.
A melting pot of all countries and nationalities and languages, and it's very something beautiful and complicated.
Collection of countries that try to find a common ground, but hopefully also preserve their own uniqueness.
The European Union is a chance to keep many cultures alive.
Colorful. Multicultural. The European Union is a community.
Community, and it's many countries trying to find a direction.
Enormous community of people trying to find a way to work together.
A very ambitious and complicated cultural project.
The European Union is a construction that I really don't know what to think about.
I think big political construct to have a lot of countries together in the same empire, let's say, but I think it's not possible.
An idea construct, it's a political construct.
Yeah, from the feeling, it's more a construct, not I really feel as European.
The European Union is an economical contract among 28 countries.
An economic union.
It's economics.
Economical union of European countries, some of them.
It has a parliament.
The European Union is not Europe because it's only 28 countries.
The European Union is a party of people, a club of countries.
The European Union is a football team.
And some countries have a currency called euro and some don't.
The European Union is a matchy puzzle.
European Union is a chance, but at the moment we are not really taking it.
The European Union is a collaboration of many different countries, which doesn't work very good at the moment.
It's a beautiful project, and it's a good dream, I think. It's a humanity good dream, but it's not easy today.
That's what European Union is.
The European Union is more than I thought.
The European more serious and try to make deeper art.
Oh, the European art. I think it's way more serious.
European art is based on real people. North American art is based on the lack of funding.
In America, you are more story-driven, I think, and in Europe we are a little bit more abstract.
I think that European art is with a kind of weight.
Maybe European art is not as loud.
One like a fire, one like a water.
The one stinks, the other one is great.
Which one's which?
You figured out yourself.
North American art is quicker.
The borders are a little bit more defined for such the same landmass, so we might have a little bit more variety.
Is it a real question or some kind of joke?
In Europe, when you make art, it can be understood in countries that don't speak your language.
There is no difference except the landscape.
European art is cultured, North American art is commercialized.
Pouvoir communiquer, c'est pas compliqué, juste de communiquer. Il y a un problème. On a besoin de... Allô? Il y a un problème. Allô? Andiamo papà! Andiamo papà! Andiamo papà! On a troppo! Non? On a troppo! On a troppo!
I'm also very glad that we can talk together about the fact that we are all afraid. All right, so start by saying it. I am afraid. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I am afraid.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We can do it again. 1, 2, 3.
I am afraid.
And you don't have to be.
Boah, der Fisch ist echt groß,
Yes,
oder?
that was
Also,
große Fische. Fantastische Fische.
Den haben wir.
Hier in Berlin.
Ja, das ist ja spät ausgeholt, das Teil.
Nein, nein, nein.
Doch, doch.
Ja.
Can I touch you? It's okay, I asked too much. I'm sorry. No, just when you bent over to pick up.
Yeah, it was a big mistake to. Yeah. Maybe you can touch me. Please touch me.
Well, no, you touch me. Come on and do the conga. There's only two of us.
Yeah, I know. I did invite more people. Yeah, it was just I thought it was sort of a romantic dance
You said
night.
it was going to be a party.
It is. Just a cinema.
Okay, just touch me.
So, what should I do now?
Seriously?
Hey, Anu.
Hey.
Tell me what the difference between North American art and European art is.
Walt Disney.
I couldn't live in France because I don't think I'm romantic enough.
I couldn't live in France because I hate snails.
I couldn't live in France because the cheese is with every meal, and I love cheese, so I would die of a heart attack very quickly.
I could live in France.
French people talk about things instead of doing things.
The best part of France is certainly not the French woman or man.
The worst part of living in France is that you have to live with French people, and some are really the way you don't like people to speak.
I couldn't live in Portugal because their lunch hours are so long.
I couldn't live in Slovenia because they eat too much meat.
I couldn't live in Slovenia because here people smokes too much cigarettes.
I couldn't live in Slovenia because it might be too serious, and because all youth is smoking.
I couldn't live in Italy because the food is too rich.
I have to think about it a bit more. I couldn't. I can't. I couldn't. I didn't.
I couldn't live in Hungary because I don't know where it is.
Where is Cyprus?
I couldn't live in Belgium because in 2 weeks I will be dead by beer.
I couldn't live in Luxembourg because I would have to work at a bank.
I couldn't live in Germany because trains are never on time.
Fuck, I don't know.
I couldn't live in Ireland because actually I could.
The worst part of living in Bulgaria is that you don't know from where it will hit you.
The worst part of living in London is everything is grey.
I couldn't live in the Netherlands because everything is orange.
The worst part of the Netherlands is the flatness of the land and sometimes a little bit of, sorry, my friends, the sound of the voice.
Fuck. Sorry.
I couldn't live in Poland because they never sleep, they drink a lot, they are party animals.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
I couldn't live in Finland because it's too cold and too cold.
No, I understand, but I don't understand the context of this. What does it mean? I cannot, I couldn't, I would not, I wouldn't want to.
I couldn't live in Bulgaria because of too many cats on the street.
I couldn't live in Denmark because in Denmark there are in Lithuania we have 2 million people. In Denmark there are 2 million pigs who are grown up in farmers.
The worst part of Germany is our history in parts.
I couldn't live in Austria because it's far too much right-wing people there.
The worst part of living in Austria at the moment is the fucking politics of the right-wingers.
The worst part of living in Spain is the government.
The worst part in my country is politics.
The worst part of living in Poland is the government, it's shit.
And the tourists, they're everywhere, you cannot move.
It's pretty sad, actually. There are a lot of poor people everywhere on the globe, but in the European Union, my country is the poorest. Just don't go there. But they say that America is the country of possibilities. That's not true, but Bulgaria is. You can do whatever you want there. Without money. For free. Me, for example, I'm working on 4 different places. But they say we are happy. And we are very proud. You don't need money to be proud, right? We can go to the seaside without any money. You don't need money to go to the seaside, right? What else? Just don't go there. Huh? Don't go there. Right? And something more. If you go down, right? You see? If you go down,
Actually, talking to Billy from Greece made me realize so many more things about their culture and about their issues, and it was an eye-opener. For me, it was a very memorable experience to live together with my team, to actually be in the same apartment and do the little things that are our daily routines, the very routine parts of our lives. Oh, Sweden snores. So bad that you can hear it through the wall.
My country changed a ton in my lifetime, like a ton. It feels very different than it did 10 years ago. You know, when I was growing up, everyone was like hoping we're going to join the European Union one day. I was kind of like this promised land. It's like, oh, and maybe one day we deserve to be in European Union.
Yeah, I would say that my opinion on the Eastern countries has a bit, not changed, but is now a bit more, now I understand a bit more how they experience Europe, and the fact that their recent history is far different from the Western Europe history.
For us Romanians, it has been for a while, for some decades now, more the feeling of being Eastern European rather than just European, in the sense that we are somewhere on the fringes of European. Eastern European is like saying, I'm a little bit outside.
I mean, on the map, we are not really at the Europe. The Cyprus is not really located in the Europe.
I think the very physical and visual explanation of how he feels is that when we came on stage in the Berlin Festival, all 27 of us, 28, we put ourselves in place like a map. We stood in the place where our country was on the map. And Savas had to go all the way
out of the stage.
I have in my mind, and I will keep in my heart, this picture of the 28 performers coming out one after the other, every gong, and building a map of Europe on stage. That's a great memory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of our lives.
I'm so sorry because I'm so cheesy as a person, but I do feel like I have this this new family now. You know, it's really strange. I feel like I could call on any one of those people, you know, if I was in their country, if I needed something, or like, it's strange.
The best part of friends is the food.
The best part of France is cheese.
The best part of France is the landscapes, the wines, and the cheeses. And the accent.
The best part of France is culture.
The best part of the United Kingdom is Scotland and the Scottish accent.
The best part of Lithuania is the seaside.
The best part of Germany is, for me, the culture.
The best part of Germany is that it's honest with itself.
The best part of Germany is Berlin for me, and I like it here because it's still a place where you can have a factory inside the city working on things.
The best part of Slovenia is the seaside.
The best part of Sweden is a lake at the woods.
The best part of Austria are the mountains.
The best part of Italy is probably the sausage.
The best part of Italy is Antonio.
Oh, that's tricky, you know, it's difficult. The best part of living in Italy is, of course, wine, food, the climate.
Yeah.
The best part of the Czech Republic are the old dining wagons in the trains. They are as comfortable and as smooth and as charming like no others.
The best part of Lithuania is their basketball team and their basketball in general. They're really good at it.
The best part of Bulgaria is the seaside.
The best part of Sweden is Spotify.
The best part of Slovenia is the people. I don't know.
The best part of Slovenia is their improv players.
This question again.
The best part of Czech Republic is music everywhere.
The best part of Denmark is the naked mermaid.
I love the seaside, and the worst part of Austria is that we don't have any seaside.
The best part of Czech Republic is puppets.
Sorry, I hope I'm doing this right.
You
Am I?
Yes.
I feel awfully awkward.
Well, then you're definitely doing it right.
It's rainy, isn't it?
Yes. I thought the summer was going to last longer.
Oh, but it doesn't,
No.
does it?
Oh, well. I know.
On four?
Oh,
Am I supposed to say that?
Oh,
no, I should
no,
eat
you
it all. No,
it's fine.
It's
Whatever you
okay.
want.
That's good.
You know what they say? A moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. That's what they say.
They do.
Yes, they say that to ladies.
Can we talk about the Queen?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Can?
Yes.
Well,
do you think the monarchy should be smashed? What do you think? No.
What heavy questions are you?
I know, I'm so sorry.
It's really awful. I just like her hair. And the boys.
The boys?
The royal boys.
Oh, the boys.
How I call them. The boys.
I know, but they're men now,
They
aren't
are big men.
Oh, big men. Shh. Do you ever think we should talk about something that matters? Well, tomorrow, come down, same time, talk about nothing? It's fun.
typical politician in France is... That's a tricky question.
A typical politician in Ireland is tricky.
That's a trap.
A typical politician in Latvia is like taking a lot of things to himself, unfortunately.
Confused? Scared?
Not so smart.
A typical politician in Malta is self-important and possibly just a little bit corrupt.
Pretty corrupt and pretty dumb.
Working with a lot of companies to make sure that they get what they want.
A typical politician in Bulgaria is related with mafia.
Opportunistic.
A typical politician in Denmark is trying to suit everyone.
Just want votes and has difficulties saying what he or she really means.
A typical politician in Hungary is like someone from the past.
Fat, ugly, and arrogant.
A typical politician in Croatia is lost.
A coward and an asshole.
He's very
A typical politician in Slovenia is avoiding true topics.
A typical politician in Italy is someone that I don't want to know, because the political situation in Italy is tragic.
Oh. He's like drunk all the time and he's saying like bullshits.
A typical politician in Czech Republic is a bad guy.
A white male in his 50s.
Grey man in a grey suit, sitting in sauna.
Everyone says you can't find an honest politician.
The typical politician in Germany is friendly.
A typical politician in Germany is Angela Merkel.
But there are a lot of different people, and some of them can be jokers, some of them wise men, and some of them dumb.
I was wondering if I could come back in. Would it be okay if I came back in, please? I'm terribly sorry. It was frightfully awkward, wasn't it, what happened before? Hello? New York? Hello? How do you do?
C'est sûr qu'après on se sent seul, hein.
Hello? Hello? Hi! Hi!
Ma trix toħroġ? Imma allura għalfej votajt biex toħroġ?
I'm so sorry, I don't speak that language.
Igen. Ima jól vagyunk itt eléggé, figyelj. Jól vagyunk.
No, I'd like to come back in, please. Hello? Yes.
Hello?
Please?
On dit quoi?
L'iPad għoddej.
Qu'est-ce qu'on dit? Qu'est-ce qu'on dit?
Ja, nistaw daħlu għamma. Aħna Malta ma tanċanna nistaw nil xi ħaġa.
Attention, déjà qu'on est fragile.
Oui, xaga!
Hi!
Fattuna l-ħajt. Ita!
Hi!
Non, paga!
Attention, les gros, te marie, t'attends que ça, bordel!
Arrête! Adam sto nil-pizza, l-spaghetti!
Our history is a big topic for me, and it's the main reason that I never will sing our national anthem. For example, never. There was a strange situation. I'm in a chorus now, singing very traditional old church stuff, it's my hobby. I love it. The chief said, "Okay, tonight we will sing the British anthem and the German anthem." Never. I would no. And the British anthem for me is no problem. God save the Queen. Yeah. But Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit. The text is okay for me, but it's unbelievable. So I never feel proud of my country, and for me, for the first time when I recognized that the new generation is different, was that again at the soccer final in 2002, and that was for the first time that young people has these black, red, yellow stuff on their face and flags and so on. And when they entered the room, I thought that was a joke. And more I recognized they'd taken it serious. And it was, for me, absolutely not understandable to have a flag of Germany in the hand. That was blah. Very new experience that the new generation is, without any right-wing connection, they are supporting their country. Of course, it's a different generation, and it's okay for me, but I can't be with them. So
this time, from the beginning to the end of the project, I'm only more pessimistic about the European Union, and this has not to do with the project, but I just think the political, economical, social situation of today's European Union is really bad. I'm really worried about that.
We have a great photographer, sculpture, art, and even theater is progressive and interesting. So culture in any ways. And what I'm ashamed of and sad is politics.
I think the European Union is an abstract concept, and for me this project was very good at making it much more real.
This identity is something to experience, and this project is a way to experience it, because we are so different from one place to another and so close to each other geographically. This makes a very strange mixture, and when you meet each other, you feel how complex this identity is and how we have to work together to feel it. And this project was about it. I couldn't imagine before our lives how emotional this topic could be for people.
I was one of the people who cried, talking about my country. It took me that I didn't know how deep it is for me to be in Europe.
What should I say? I meet so many other people.
To travel and work with other artists, I love that.
We broke the borders.
It opens borders.
To help the economy.
We get a lot of money from European Union.
The European Union is good because it's trying to be.
At least is making an effort.
Because it brings us peace.
There's an agreement that we don't want to have war anymore.
It's a keeper of the peace.
It has the chance to provide peace.
Because it's a cocoon where we feel safe.
I think it can bring people together and we can learn from each other.
The European Union is good.
Sorry.
The European Union is good because somebody can interrupt without being aware of it.
It brings people together.
We are sticking together when there are problems. We are trying to work together.
It brings people and cultures together for a variety of different advantages.
We can be together but still remain with our regional, local heritage.
And somehow united with differences.
The European Union is good because it gives you opportunities.
it opens doors for a lot of people, and it just shows that we are a unity, and yeah, unity is good.
The European Union is good because it's the attempt to decrease nationalism.
The normal people like us can share the problems we have with all these politicians, and we can comfort each other.
The European Union is good because it's something we have to build.
The European Union is bad because I'm leaving it. No.
The European Union is bad because they have rules and everybody breaks the rules.
Maybe too much rules that are not playable like in a country.
There is some surreal rules that you have to follow, and Finland is following all the rules. No one else is.
The European Union is bad because sometimes the rules are blanket large rules and they don't think about the little guy.
I mean, lots of people in Britain obviously think it's bad. I don't. But they would, I guess, say that they want freedom over their own laws.
It's old. And when it's old, it can die one day.
It's very huge and it's full of bureaucracy.
It's too much of bureaucratic.
And there's also an excessive amount of bureaucracy.
A lot of bureaucracy.
Is not equal. We are not equal. A few people have benefits out of it. Only a few.
It's only the money and it's too complicated and it's rubbish. It's so complex that it makes relationship getting complex too.
The European Union is bad because it's not wide enough.
I think sometimes in the interest of the politicians, and they really don't work together.
It brings us politicians on the European level that still can't figure out how to really work together.
Yes, because they are trying to build something and feed something which has a unifying thought to unify all the nations, but we are not the same nations, so it's not possible for me.
We are so different and we're trying to find a common path, and how will that ever be a success when there are so many differences?
I think it tries to unify too many things, it tries to find too much of a common ground, and it forgets the uniqueness of every country.
Even though you see unity, there is still a lot of different issues between nations and countries, I guess, that are not really out in the open, so everybody has a little grudge on the other country. And I think it would be great if we could just clean that up and, be people, not from this country and from this country.
Yeah.
It's nice to go somewhere else. For example, Italy. I don't want to go to Europe. I want to go to Italy, and if then they have the same money, it's not so nice. I go there to feel strange and to be in another world instead to be in another Germany.
Because it still creates an us and them mentality.
The European Union is bad because it's an economic union and not a union of people.
The problems never end.
Question to Hanno: what is forbidden in your country?
We have signs everywhere. Don't smoke. Don't leave your bike here. Don't take your ice cream to the bus. Don't make hamburgers here. No dogs. No dogs to this grass. And in normal office wall there would be like 10 different signs that don't do this and don't do that. There are some EU rules that only Finland is following. But if you want to say something like, all the Somalian people are like this, and all the homosexuals are like this. Oh, but that's freedom of speech. Oh, you can. Of course, they can say it. Let's take it to the newspaper and bring that guy to the TV to say this because, of course, he has to say his opinion. That's not forbidden. Yeah, but don't take your ice cream to the bus.
Who else should be in here? Who's missing?
I think just like everyone, actually. I think everyone
Everyone
should
in
be.
Europe.
But just like, no, I don't care. I don't care. Like everyone.
Come in.
That it would be great. That just like there would no, that we wouldn't need these unions anymore. That's just going to be like the world, like world union, and
World
then
union.
just like everyone can travel and do what they want to do, and that's it.
Yeah, I know people get so pissy about that stuff, but if everyone could do what they wanted and go wherever they wanted, I'm sure it would all fix itself.
I mean, just like it's so ridiculous. Like, it took my husband, who's American, and God forbid if he would be from somewhere where it's not America, but it took us a year for get a permit for him to stay legally in Slovenia, and I just think that's what a waste of time and money and energy. Just like, you want to live there, go. Like,
it feels a little artificial to me. I mean, all these notions of like a country or a state or a union or anything that divides people.
I think European identity is almost impossible to describe. I think it's an experience we have to have together.
My life in Malta is idyllic, content, happy.
My life in the Czech is wonderful.
Happy.
A good life.
It's good. It's nice.
Fun. My life in Slovenia is pretty good.
It's great.
Great, and I'm very grateful for how safe it is.
My life in Ireland is great.
Pretty great. I would probably not want to leave the country.
Crazy freelancer's life with full of small project and mixing with family life. It's quite good.
My life in my country is, let's say, beautiful.
Cool and funny and somehow sweet too.
Waking up 9 o'clock, going on a bike, driving my bike over a big bridge.
My life in Austria is pretty good. Yes.
My life in Denmark is very comfortable and cozy.
My life in Slovenia is busy.
It's very calm and smooth.
My life in Poland is very busy.
I'm connected to different scenes of people, different fields of lives, and I'm really honored and happy to have this possibility.
I consider myself free.
Freedom.
Yeah.
And then on the other, when I come up to the top, I don't need to do this.
My life in France is very French.
My life in Portugal is very family oriented.
I can live with my crazy things, and I'm privileged.
Very comfortable and happy.
I love my life in Czech Republic.
And then I go to the theater. That's the best part.
My life in the Netherlands is a gift.
I have a cat that doesn't have to live on the street. My cat has shelter and food. That's good. It's not like in Bulgaria.
My life in Croatia is starting.
Is evolving. It's growing.
My life in France is long.
I had the most struggles with myself. This is all a part of the process that I really enjoy, and struggling with myself. I mean, yeah, how to approach this diversity and not to be only with this is how I understand the world or improvisation, but to really try to go very far with them and see how do they understand it. So I was struggling with myself, and at one point I thought, how are we gonna do this? But I'm saying this now because it was so precious for me to have this, and I think the whole performance of community really needed that we have strong statements and strong standing points and opinions, and it would not work if we would all think and feel about things the same.
I definitely think that European Union is an experience of peace. This for sure, which means it's with hard times and good times, it's not an easy experience, but still for 60 years in Europe, in this continent, in this union, we experience peace.
Being in this project, doing this international work, I think this is really something that can help. I think with really putting people from different cultures, countries, social backgrounds, economic circumstances together and paying them to work together, it's an important part, so that they can really devote themselves to this and feel appreciated for their work and go deep in the process. I think this really helps, and I learn a lot. Sometimes I find myself closed within Slovenia or this conditions that are here, and I think, this is the world, I take this for granted. And then I have these guys here, and options open up and different looks at what I do. So it's really freeing, at the same time understanding that my world is limited, and deep in connections. It's good that people work together, spend time together.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Thank you so much for being part of my life.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Thank you for being part of my life.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Being part of my life.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Fantastic.
Lee White is the best improviser on the planet.
No, come on, seriously.
Lee, you're a brat.
Yeah, I think it's the plan is that we go on with tomorrow morning, and we don't take time for this other part to write.